Hi, this is Dr. Carmen Roman. I am a clinical psychologist, and my role is to help parents and community leaders who suffer from trauma or anxiety or stress. Um, Let me put my phone off. We are live. To help them to manage their emotions. Yeah. And my goal is that you kind of you build your own happiness. So all of these programs, all of these shows are designed for you to have a stable happiness. Today, we are talking about something very important, about the ability to say no. We are going to talk about what are the characteristics of the people who have these confusing limits and say no and don't want to say no and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to put you some examples. We are going to work on the solutions. And for sure, we are going to share some sentences that will help you to be more assertive in your communication. Let's start. It will be fun and very, very useful. Let's start.
Living in harmony is possible if you know your emotions and how to handle them. Dr. Carmen Roman will share with you in an engaging way the current psychology by sharing herself or interviewing experts who will inspire you. Learn how to live a life of fullness and how to recover your emotional harmony with Dr. Roman. Welcome to Emotions in Harmony.
Hello again, my amigos in harmony. Welcome to this episode about the very useful skill of saying no. It's very simple, but sometimes it's so difficult because we feel guilty about it. Yeah, we feel that we don't deserve to say no, or we feel sorry for other people and we just put them as a priority instead of us. Yeah. Okay. So today this is the topic. Hopefully at the end of this show, in 40 minutes, you will have very useful ways to say no and you become more assertive. And it's part of the work here in Emotions in Harmony. What are the characteristics of the people with with confusing limits? Some people, you may know somebody who is confusing, and when they say yes, you really don't know if they are going to show up or not, or yeah. So let's work on the characteristics and see if you are one of them. Okay. These people tend to overcommit themselves in their work, with their family, with their friends. Because they say yes to many things, they have always busy schedule and they have hard time fulfilling their promises. So they overcommit themselves or their health goes through the window because they just try to do everything that they promise to do. They don't have a good self-care practice. They ignore the signs of stress in their body. Yeah. I really love this topic because for me it has been a journey. It has been a journey to say no because, especially as women, for some reason we were trained on how to say yes to everything. Even though when we don't really care or we don't really want, it's like by default we are trained to say yes. So it has been a long journey for me in how to say no, and I am still practicing every day, even sometimes not to myself because I have so many ideas, so many projects, I just want to do them all. Yeah, my life feels so short. So this is the beauty. Saying no is saying yes to yourself. Yeah, that makes sense? Saying no is say yes to yourself. Okay, so another characteristic is that they are not resistant to criticism. If you are not resistant to criticism, people may say, oh, you are so selfish, or you don't care for me, or you don't love me. They take you into a guilty trip and you just take it. Yeah, because you are not resistant to that. You want to be needed. You work hard to be needed and you want to create that in people around you, so you feel guilty when they feel sorry, or they feel sad, or they feel whatever. Yeah. They have, of course, as a psychologist, I need to talk about feeling insecure. Yeah, they feel insecurity. They have no trust. They don't trust that they can feel love just by not doing anything. Like a cat, the cats just relax there and like pet me, give me, and they just trust that you love them, and they get it. So why we cannot be like cats sometimes? Just like, oh, I am here just to enjoy, and by enjoying, you are actually giving to somebody else. So if part of your personality is to be insecure, to be feeling like you need to do something to be loved, you may have hard time saying no, when actually you needed to say no. They are afraid to disappoint others or to make them angry. Also, they are afraid to be seen as incompetent. If I say no, my boss may think that I don't know how to do it. And when somebody wants to abuse their power and they know that about you, this is the entrance that you are giving them. Yeah. So be aware. This is a moment of reflection on where are kind of, if I have energetically this kind of hooks, yeah, that get into other people, where I am creating these hooks for myself, for my energy. Yeah, do I need approval? Do I need to feel loved? Do I need to be needed? Yeah, all of these questions will be helpful for you. I will put you some examples. Sometimes we support some assignments or some projects or some whatever that they are important because we think they are important, but sometimes it's not our strength. We do that, and then we forget what are our talents, our strengths. If you have a very clear list of what are your talents, it's not going to be wasted. Yeah, like why I will volunteer, I don't know, to do some sewing machine. If I love sewing, but it's not my strength, I'd rather do the psychology video. Yeah, or what I will volunteer for something else with is not my strength. Yeah, so people tend to do, another example is when we tend to do chores or assignments that are for others and not for us. We want to help, but we kind of overhelp. Yeah, we do it for them. When you clean the dishes for your children, when they are already at age that they can clean the dishes for themselves. Yeah, when we do cook every day, when actually somebody else in the family can cook also and can help us to distribute the roles in the house. So we do and do for others because, one, we think that we are super expert. Because I hear very often in therapy like, oh no, doctora, it's because they don't know how to do it. Oh, it's because I only know how to do it. Well, guess what? If you never give them the chance, they will never learn. They need to do their little things, yeah, they need to learn. And then they will become experts, or probably the bad news is that they will become even better than you. And also they may do it in their own way. But what is important is the result, yeah? If I start arguing with my husband of how he gets the eggs done in the morning, it's like, trust me, he has a very different system than I do. I will definitely not do it that way. But somehow they are tasty and amazing. So I just try not to see and just sit and eat when it's his turn. Yeah, and this is for so many things. Yeah, and probably he thinks about the same about the way I cook. Yeah, he just get out and do it and let me do it. So trusting that the person will be able to learn to the point that you will like the product is a very good way actually to empower people that you love. And it's a very good way to rest for you. Sometimes it's because we really have problem to say the word no. Like N-O, no. No. just like that. I will ask you to go into the mirror and practice to yourself. Yeah. Sometimes we want to be leaders in everything, especially when we are already leaders in something. If we are already a leader for, I don't know, if I am a chef and I do the best cooking, or if I am an architect and I do the best design, or if I am a lawyer and I know everything, I want to do it for everything in my life. I want to be right in everything. By the way, do you know that humans are the only animal species that can have an accident in the highway because they want to be right? Isn't true? Some people is determined to be right even though that end up in an accident.
So no matter,
it was
continue.
Yeah, it was my line. He came into my line. First of all, nobody's line in the highway. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me tell you that nobody is owner of the line when you are driving. Just happened that you are driving in that line, and they say, "But it goes into my line." So, isn't that true, Brenda? We noticed that when we moved here to the United States, in the United States, people, when you are entering, people could slow down and let you pass.
Yes.
But they don't. They go faster, even though they may hit you. Here in the United States.
Yes. When you are parking, too, nobody stop.
Yes.
Just continue, and the people is angry because you are parking.
Yeah. You need to take your time to park, and people get impatient and frustrated, and yeah. So, what about if you say, okay, it's my time, I am going to say no to your frustration, I am going to do what I need to do. They may hit your car. The bad news, yeah. The bad news in this country. But Brenda used to live in Mexico City and they survived.
Yes,
slowing down when somebody comes into the line.
I love Mexico City because all the people know you need a space.
Yeah.
And the people is kind.
It's kind. And here we are like, it's my line, it's my space. How dare you get into my line? So, learning to say no will give you so many gifts. Yeah? Okay. Let's talk about some solutions. Let's talk about what are the solutions if you want to say no. Hi, Leticia, I know you are there. I kind of see your name down. So
she say, hello, Doctora. Glad to be able to enjoy these amazing videos in both languages. Love it.
Leticia is one of our visionarios in Harmony.
Oh.
Now she becomes a visionary in Harmony.
Thank you, Leticia.
Which is a good time to tell you what is a visionary in Harmony. We have a Patreon community, or you can go directly to PayPal and donate. There are three amounts that I put. $3 is like the super amigo in Harmony. Yeah, you love us, you believe in our podcast, and you want to support us with $3 a month. Oh, we really appreciate it and we really make a good use of that. $5 is you are a visionary in Harmony and you are part of a special group. And that special group will have more to say about the topics that we are preparing. They will get some material beforehand. They will get stuff slowly. Yeah. So for Leticia, for example, I need to send her the link because she's already a visionary in Harmony. And then we also have another layer, which is $20 per month. And you will be part of a virtual group once a month where we can meet, you and I, and whoever wants to join us. It's not private, it's whoever wants to join, hopefully no more than 20 people. And we talk. We talk about the topic, I answer your questions, we can explore the topic, how is it for you in your life. This Thursday at 10 is going to be the first one, the first virtual group. And we will start with one leader. We call it the leaders in Harmony. One leader is already there. And if you don't want to do monthly, but you want to be every month, but you want to that particular meeting, you can just pay your $20 for that meeting. Let me know, and I say, Carmen, I want to be part of it. I am sending you my PayPal $20, and definitely we will send you the link for that. Yeah? Okay, we will do a Facebook Live, but we will not record the Facebook Live. So you will be literally live, and that's it. Thank you to the Sorn family, because we got a big donation. Thank you. I know it's an effort for you as a family to do that amount. It's a excellent donation. This donation will help us to pay the staff members for the next 3 months. This is how big it is. Thank you for that.
Yay! Thank you, Cindy.
God bless you and give you 70 times 7 more. Yes. Abundance, a lot of abundance. And this family already live in abundance, but they cannot use some more. Thank you for that. And thank you actually for believing in this project. Okay, so let's keep going with our topic. It was a little side road to the topic. What are the solutions if you want to learn to say no? Yeah. First of all, remember we were talking about your talents. Make a list of your talents. Literally, write down your talents. Because when you really, and ask your family and people who loves you, what are my talents? What do you think is like I'm good for it? I'm good at designing something. I am good at cleaning around the house. I am very good at taking care of children. I am very good at selling stuff to people, sharing online. Like whatever is your strength, make a list of that. And when somebody needs that, happily and freely check your schedule and say yes. Because you are more useful that way. Yeah? And then that will help you to say no to other things. Let's say you are an expert in Instagram. Oh my God, I need right now an expert in Instagram. Because I don't know how to use the damn Instagram, and everybody's in Instagram, seems like. Let's say you are an expert in Instagram, and you say, I can help, I can do that. Yeah, and then do that and focus on that, and people will appreciate you even more. Yeah, so take fewer things is something that helps you to give 100%. Take less things in your schedule. It will help you to be focused and dedicated to the ones that you say yes. Therefore, you will be trustworthy. People will respect and trust you more. Yeah? So, say yes to fewer things in your schedule. It will be this time to allow you to be dedicated and focused. Yeah? Learn assertiveness, which means go to the mirror and practice, say no, 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 no. Yes? All the times that you need to say no. Yeah? Because if you practice in all your voices and all the tones and all the things, it will be easier for you to say next time. Yeah? Nothing happened. Trust me. And if something happened with the relationships around you, it's because probably those relationships were not worth it to keep anyway, because you make those relationships by saying yes to everything. And it's a little scary. It's a process. Actually, when somebody's in therapy, it's a process. They will kind of change friendships because they start saying no, they start taking care of themselves, and the new ones and people who understand that and actually take care also for you will come. I have the luxury, sometimes it's a luxury, to have a person, a client for a year. Yeah? I'm not the kind of therapist that will keep you for 2 years or 20 years or 20 years. No, nothing. I'm not that kind of therapist. I just think that somebody else can do better after I work with you for a year and a half or 2 years than most. Yeah. But I have the luxury to work for a year with some people because the government pays their therapy, or sometimes because they have the resources to pay themselves for a year. What I noticed when I work for a year is that eventually they will go through a process of losing people around them. And some people even hate that they are coming to therapy. And I am not their favorite person. in the life of that person. Yeah, it's like, I don't like your psychologist because ever since you are going, you are learning. Yeah. And that's true. Mm-hmm. And as I say in Spanish, I am not in their prayers. Because you are learning to say no and to take care of yourself. And hold on to it. Because later, that people, the same people that were a little bit angry, it will be very grateful. Because you will see how much it's doing for you. People who cares and loves you, you will see how much it's actually benefiting you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. People who don't care for you, they will stay angry all the time. And we don't care.
Yes. It's better for you.
It's better for you, actually, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. So it's a little bit of transformation process. And you need to be ready for that transformation process with any serious therapy that you take out there. And work with that, with your therapist. Say, I'm afraid, I am scared, this is happening. And bring that topic to your therapist. If you have hard time saying no to somebody, but you know in your intuition that you know deep inside that you should keep saying no for your own benefit, put physical distance. Literally, remove yourself from that relationship for a little while. Maybe you will come later on and you will be stronger to say no. But putting off the phone, I don't know, I suggest to my clients sometimes when an ex keeps calling you and you know that that ex is not the best for you, go to the contacts and change their name to something that makes you reminder that this is not the person for you, like it's because I always put it in Spanish. But like the grown one, yeah, something like that. And then when it pops on your phone, it's like the grown one is calling. It helps. It's a little trick for you.
Okay.
Brenda is just laughing.
It's dangerous because sometimes you can have the people near you
looking at you.
Yeah.
Yes, it's dangerous. Yeah, but it works.
No matter.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. It will help you not to pick up the phone and not to answer. Okay. Let it go to the voicemail and then you know how to deal with that after in the voicemail. If somebody wants really to be with you, they will go to the voicemail and leave a nice voicemail. So speaking of phones, turn on your cell phone when it's your family time, your personal time, your time for meditation, for yoga, for going for a walk, for having a family dinner. Phones off and far away. It will give you the focus, dedication, and concentration to whatever you are doing. That's a very useful tip. It's a tip. It's not an order. It's a tip. Yeah. Set limits with family. Make a list. Even family members. Make a list of what friends and family you don't want to keep. That's a good one. Make a list of, say, I am willing to risk for my assignment from Dr. Carmen Roman. I am willing to risk that friendship. So I am going to start practicing with that friendship. Yeah? So you go to that and say, okay, with this person, I don't care if I lose the person anyway. If I lose the relationship, I'm going to practice saying no. And then you start with those. Because it's less scary. Yeah? Probably it's more scary if you start with your very loved ones. Yeah, but start with faraway ones, or the ones that you can afford to lose. Yeah. With a job, if you can afford to lose a job, start saying no. Yeah, and probably you even they learn, and hopefully you don't need to leave because now you're a different person. Saying no is kind of like a dance. Yeah, if you are the one leading the dance and you are harmonious and compassionate and dedicated and focused, people will adjust themselves to your steps. They will come and they will actually enjoy the dance. Yeah. Said, resist being the one who solves everything for everybody. Just resist. When somebody asks for help, wait 2-3 minutes. And Brenda is holding her hand. It's like, hold your hand when you want to say me, and raise your hand, hold it with the other hand. Yeah, for 2-3 minutes. And say, observe, be an observant. Because when you hold your hand and you resist the temptation, you actually will learn in a group who cannot hold the stress, because you probably solve the stress for the group normally every time you say yes, and you say yes quickly. So you will learn who else is willing to be part of the group in a more meaningful way. Just observe. Yeah? This is a very good skill. 3 to 5 minutes, even a day sometimes when somebody asks for help. You wait a day, it's not an emergency of course. You wait a day and you see like, oh, they actually found a solution. How nice of them. Yeah? And next time they know that you are busy and they need to come 24 hours before to you, because sometimes you need to hold 24 hours your answer. I hope that makes sense. Another one that I like, another solution that I like is keep for yourself your explanations. Isn't that fun? Something very interesting is that the explanations are usually for ourselves, because we cannot tolerate say no. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Keep it for yourself. No is a complete sentence. I learned from my friend Barbara and Al. No is a complete sentence. No. That's it. Yeah? Can I get a ride from you? No, not today. Oh, sounds rude, Dr. Carmen.
Yes.
I don't want to be that rude. There is a whole...
no, but you can say, no, I can't.
Uh-huh. Yeah. No, I can't. Okay.
It's
less rude?
Less rude.
Okay.
Don't think so?
Another sentence is, I would love to. I cannot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you want to be more polite, we are going to work on sentences that help. Yeah? But it's very important that the bottom line is explanations are not helpful because put you more in trouble. Like, let's say somebody wants to come and say, Carmen, can I borrow money from you? Now that you got this very nice donation from your podcast, can I borrow that money from you? And just say, no. Not really. Yeah. And come on. And then they're like, come on, but I know you are not going to use it. You say 3 months. I can borrow the last month of your staff paycheck and I will give it to you next week. No. Yeah. I can be more nice, but for now, for the sake of practice, just say no.
Mm-hmm.
No need to explain. Yeah. Learn how to negotiate when you already say yes, but you wanted to say no. Go and renegotiate. That's fair. You did 3-4 commitments in one day because you just say yes to everything. Now that you listen to this podcast or this episode, you say, oh my God, I just noticed that for the next weekend I have 3 or 4 commitments. Call people and negotiate with them and say, I know I say yes, but I hope I am on time to say no. Yeah? And then just free your schedule, go and you are very happy in 1 or 2 commitments. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Mm-hmm. This is my policy between my husband and I. We actually do 1 or 2 commitments per weekend, and this is our priority commitment. And then the others can come or go. But 1 commitment per weekend, we go, we are relaxed, we are fun, or tired or whatever, but only for 1. And then we decided we do more than 1 commitment socially per weekend. And that helped us to have our weekend time too. To relax, to clean, to be hiding from social media, to everything. Yeah?
And be relaxed and happy.
And actually be more present at the commitment that you say yes.
Yes.
Yeah? Has been helping me. Think when you want to say yes to something, think about it. What you are saying no to yourself. If I say yes to my friend who wants me to take care of her children, what I am saying no to myself. Think about it. Well, I really wanted to go to that spa. I really wanted to paint. I I really wanted to do that. Can I do that while taking the children? No. So I probably need to say no in order to say yes to myself. How beautiful, yeah? And also, we talked about it before, know your strong areas, know your strengths, so you can focus on saying yes on your strengths. Is that episode for people who it's easy to say no and they are selfish? Trust me, they are not that far into the episode right now. They are gone since the first 3 minutes, or probably the first 3 seconds. Why? Because they already know how to say no. So if you are that far in this episode and you are still listening, forget about being selfish. Most likely you are not selfish. Most likely you are afraid to be seen as selfish. Hopefully that makes sense. So what are the sentences that will help? We are going to, in this episode, we are going to talk about sentences that will help you. You can say, it seems like a good project and I don't have time to dedicate it right now. It seems like a good project. Thank you for considering me. I don't have the time right now. I can not add anything to my schedule right now. Yeah. Sorry, I cannot help you. If I think about somebody who can help you, I will let you know. Yeah. And you just turn off your own critique, your own guilt sentences that you provide to yourself. There is some other sentences that you can repeat. I will give you an answer when I check my schedule. I will give you an answer when I check my schedule. I know I got engaged with you. I know I said yes before and I want to renegotiate. I prefer to do it this way. Because sometimes, especially in the Latino families, they tell you, do that and do that and do that and do that. And eventually they are so insistent. They are so difficult.
The mom, the grandma.
The mom, the grandma. Mm-hmm. Oh, trust me, if I let my mom, she will decide who I will marry to, what job I will say yes to. Yeah. She will decide how I will raise my children.
The mother-in-law.
The mother-in-law. Yeah, trust me, they are really helpful. It's because they love me, they like me, and they want the better for me. But it turns out that I am the one in my life, steering the boat in my life. So I need to say no to many people. Actually, when I was preparing my wedding 2-3 years ago, my very, very dear friend, my best friend, she started having all these kind of beautiful ideas. And at some point I sat with her and I say, I really appreciate, and in this process, I am going to upset you so many times. Because, remember, it's my wedding. So I need to decide what is best for me. Oh, okay. She loves me, and she took care, and we did a beautiful process, and she is still my dear friend. Yeah. So it's okay to say no. There is another sentence. Unfortunately, I am unable to do it at this time. Mm-hmm. You can say, I made a promise to myself. And I want to keep it. Yeah, I made a promise to myself to go straight to home or to do this time for me or to be free this weekend or whatever. Yeah, I made a promise to myself. I want to keep it that way. Because people often, they will not dare to argue with a promise to yourself. They want you to be happy. So, and remember, the ones who don't, bye-bye. Also, there is a very strong affirmative sentence, say, I don't want to. When somebody is extremely insistent and you cannot get rid of them, you can say, I don't want to. Oh my God, that sounds so strong, yeah? But trust me, when somebody is so strong and intrusive, it's just the perfect amount of strength for them. So I wish you the best of luck with this journey of saying no. Send me an email, send a text or something about it. And first of all, take care of yourself. Be a little bit of, in good way, selfish and take care of yourself. Until the next time, see you. Stay tuned. Bye for now.
We have ended one more episode of Emotions in Harmony. See you the next one, when Dr. Carmen Roman will help us to have a more fulfilled life caring for ourselves and the ones we care for. Meanwhile, visit www.emotionsinharmony.com to see the show notes, subscribe, and enjoy more content.